Here's a short video about my homemade brass tumbler. I got most of the parts from the junkyard, except for the wood. It was just scrap plywood I had on hand. I made a wooden V-groove pulley on my lathe so that I could get the rollers to turn at the correct speed. The motor is just connected to the pulley via a large O-ring. There are two worm gears that drive the gears on the rollers. I installed a simple light switch so that I could turn the unit on and off easily. Here it is in action. It's important to get the rollers to turn in the correct direction. They have to be turning the same way. I use a 1-gallon jug to tumble my brass and stainless steel in. So that they will tumble, I took PVC pipe and epoxied the ends closed. This way they will tumble and just not roll in the container. I screwed the pipes to the side of the jug. Here are the stainless steel pins that I picked up from Midway, USA. They're about $30. I also use Lemmy Shine. It does a really good job of making the brass shine. I also use some Low Suds dishwashing soap. Here's the brass I'll be tumbling. I've deprimed it so that the stainless steel pins can clean the primer pockets. The insides are dirty as well. I've added the soap, the Lemmy Shine, the stainless steel pins, and the brass, then just enough water to cover it all. I let it tumble for about 2 hours. It's been 2 hours, so let's see what they look like. First, I pour off the dirty water. I want to be careful not to pour out any of the stainless steel pins or the brass. I just want some of the water out of there, because I'm going to do a secondary rinse. Here you can see how dirty the water is. I then do a quick secondary rinse. I then dump everything into the bucket. I try to get all the stainless steel pins out of the jug. I then pour off that dirty water. Careful not to pour any of the brass or the stainless steel pins down the drain. Now I inspect them to see how it did. Clean, shiny brass. I inspect a few of the primer pockets and the insides to see how it did. Now it's time to separate the brass from the stainless steel pins. I don't have a media tumbler, so I just took another jug and drilled holes in the bottom of it, large enough for the pins to fall through, but to keep the brass in. My wife hates this part because it's very noisy. I've got to shake it around quite a bit so that all the stainless steel pins fall out from inside the brass. Now I'm going to dry these with a towel. Most of the time the primer pockets come out clean like the one on the left. The insides also come out clean as well. Thanks for watching.